with Sylvie Gewehr from Wildwood Spirit. How are you, Sylvie?
I'm good. How are you doing, Sol?
Very good. And tell us where you are, who you are, and what you do.
So I am in Haines Junction on the traditional territory of the Champagne and Ajax First Nations. I am the owner of Wildwood Spirit, and I am a herbalist. I grow, I wildcraft, and process herbs, and I make products that I sell.
Here in the Yukon, whether or not we are aware of it, I think we all feel that connection to the earth. And is that what you felt when you came here from Europe?
Yeah, I think maybe I even felt it before because it's been a childhood obsession of me since I was 8 or 9 years old to come and live in the woods in northern Canada. It's just always drawn me.
When did this dream and that passion and that connection with nature turn into a business for you?
It only became a business a little over 2 years ago, which is quite late, considering that my entire life I've just been very passionate about nature and especially plants, and I started herbalism as a hobby when I was about 13 years old. For some reason it took me 2 decades to realize that herbalism could be more than just a hobby, that it could do more than just help myself and my immediate family.
What would you say to your younger 13-year-old or herbalist self about that?
I would tell her to don't let yourself be held back by fear, by self-doubts, or by other people's criticism or disbelief.
What made it a need for you to declare to the world this is a spiritual pursuit as much as it is a physical and a medicinal one?
The wildwood part of the name comes from mostly my strong connection that I've always had to the forest, to the woods. The land that I'm on and where I'm growing the herbs is also mostly forested. It's quite wild, like anywhere in the Yukon where it's still forested. And then of course the word wildwood also has a more spiritual meaning. As in what some call the other realms, when people meditate or connect to their wider self and so on, there's a connection there, spiritual connection. When I started my business, that year is also the year where I really discovered what's called spiritual herbalism, where you don't just work with chemicals that are in the plants as medicine, but also the plant spirits. And traditionally in all the cultures in the world, that's how the healers working with plants would heal, is also through that plant spirit connection. So that's something I wanted to translate with what I do with my business. I want as much as possible to work with the plants and not just use them as a resource to make money with. That's where the healing comes in too, because there is so much goodness and healing that comes from connecting to the plant spirits too, not just the chemicals, the molecules contained in the physical plant parts. You can talk to any gardener, even if they don't think about that more energetic or spiritual aspect of things. It's just so healing, working outside on the land with the plants and also making products. You wouldn't believe how much fun it is to make tinctures or vinegars, because you work with the plants and you just get the smells, or when you have sticky resin on your fingers, and it just feels so healing to the skin, and it's just a lot of fun. It feels so good doing that. I want to look into teaching as well, because herbal medicine is folk medicine, and everybody should, in my opinion, I'm a herbalist of course, but should know a little bit about what they can do for themselves and how they can work with plants. I put short educational pieces on Facebook and Instagram about once or twice a week or so. I try to be on there. So right now it's about growing herbs, starting the seeds and so on.
Thank you so much, Sylvie. This has been amazing.
Thank you.